Hi dear students, a very good morning to you all. Hope that you are all fine at your home. And today we are going to discuss about the chapter 7 cubes and cube root. Cubes and cube roots. Okay, we are going to discuss today. Already we have completed the 6th chapter square and square roots. Now we are going to see the cube and cube roots. First of all, what is the cube? What is the cube? If they give you what is the square means, you will easily say that the value is 255 square. That is a square. Same like that, cube means which we are going to have 25 cube, because this one we will multiply 25 into 25. Here we have to multiply 25 into 25 into 25. 3 times we are going to do. That is the cube. That is the cube. Cube roots. Cube roots. Okay. That also, square roots means you will take the root value of 25 into 25 means for the two numbers we will take one number outside 25. We will take one number outside. But here what we will do in the cube roots, 25 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 25, for 3 numbers we will take out one number outside. For the 3 numbers we will take one number outside. This is the cube and cube roots, square and square root difference is there. Okay, first you can see the right side I have given you one table over there. Basically, there also I have given you the basic one. Here also I have given you the basic one. Still 10. What is the cube numbers? What is the cube numbers? 1 means 1, 2 means 8, 3 means 27, 4 means 64, 5 125, 6 means 216, 7 means 343, 8 means 512, 9 means 729, 10 means 1000. 10 means 1000. Already I have given you for the square also I have given you like that only. 2, 1, 4, 9 like that I have given. Here I have given the cubes values. Okay. Now according to this we are going to solve the exercise 7.1. Exercise 7.1. Okay. The first question given over there. Which of the following numbers are not perfect cubes? Which of the following numbers are not perfect cubes? They have given the question over there that by looking this table itself you can say the answer over there. Only except one number. Except one number. So according to this you all know that. So you can directly give the answers. You can directly give the answers, but since they ask you to check, we have to solve the sums. We have to solve the sums. First one, 216 they have given there. 216 they have given there. So we have to do the first prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. So first take 216. Which table we can use? In the 2 table. Almost you all know that in the 2 table we can use 108. Again we can do with the 2 tables. Again we can do with the 2 tables. That is 5, 4. Then again if you do with the 2 tables, 27 you get. Then again 3, 9, 3, 3, then 3, 1. Okay. We got the values now. We got the values now. So now 216 you can write in the term of cubic, cubic, cubic. Okay, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. For the 3 terms we have to take one terms outside. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So root of 216 of cubic is equal to value is 6. Value is 6. So we can say that it is a perfect cube. So it is a perfect cube. It is a perfect cube. You can check here also. 216 is equal to 6. 216 is equal to 6. Second one they have given there 128. Second one they have given there 128. So we are taking second one. Here also we have to do the prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. 128. If you do for 2 table, what will come? 6, 4. Again 2 table, 32. Again 2 table, 16. Again 2 table, 8. Again 2 table, 4. When you are taking the cubic value over here, you will get 3, 3, one number is extra. One number is extra. So we will get the value of cubic value of 128 cube is equal to 4 root 2. So it is not a perfect cube. Not a perfect cube. It is not a perfect cube. Understood? What I have done here? Just we have to do the prime factorization method, then you have to give the answer. So like that, third and fourth you can do it as a homework in the first option. Fifth one I will do it. Fifth one I will do. Third one also 1000 means you can easily say, 100 also you can easily say. The fifth one, but I will do it. Okay, that is a very very big one. So I will do the fifth one over there. What is the fifth question over there? 46656. Fifth one they are given 46656. So we are doing prime factorization method. We are taking 46656. First you will use the second table. 2 3 3 2 8. Okay. 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4, then balance 116. Balance 116, 8 2s are 16. Okay, same like that. Next one. 2. 1 2s are 2, 1 2s are 2. Then 6 2s are 12, 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are 8. Then again 2, 5 2s are 10, 8 2s are 16, 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again 2. 2 2s are 4, 9 2s are 18, then 1 2s are 2, 6 2s are 12. Again 2, 1, 4, 5, 8. Then again we are going for 2, 7, 2, 9. Then again going here for 3 table, 2, 4, 3. Again going for 3 table, 8, 1. Again going for 3 table, 27. Again going for 3 table, 9. Again go for 3 table, 3. Again going for 3 table, 1. Okay, this one you can see whatever we have taken here. So far from here we can write 46656 is equal to, in the cubic value, we can write 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So for each 3 numbers you can take one number outside. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. If you multiply, what will come? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. So when we take the value of this 46656 in the cubic value, you will get the value 36. So it is a perfect square. Understood what we have done here? I hope you all have understood what I have done. I have just done the prime factorization method. Already we have learned in the last chapter itself. So that's why I have done faster. So you all understood and you can write it in your copy. Understood? Now let's go for the next second one. Going for the second one. Going for the second one, they have given over there. Find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. This is also same like a 6th chapter 1. They are asking you how to get the minimum value to get a perfect cube. Which is the number we need, that we have to find out. First one they have given there 243. First question they have given there. In the second one, first question they have 243. Always you must do the prime factorization. So we are doing prime factorization. Prime factorization of 243. If you do, what will come? 3 table we can try 81. Then 3 table 27. Again 3 table 9. Again 3 table 3. Again 3 table 1. So now you take 243 in the cubic term. We will take 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 in the cubic form. When you take 3 value here, 2 value only is there. We need to add one more value. We need to add one more value. So what we can say that we need to multiply both sides. Multiply 3 on both sides. Multiply 3 on both sides. If you multiply 243 into 3 is equal to, here also if you multiply the value like that, we will get the value of 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. So here what will come? 729 cubic. 729 cubic. So which is we need to add, that is multiply by 3. Multiply by 3. So to get perfect cube, perfect cube must multiply by 3. Must multiply by 3. Understood? To get a perfect cube must multiply by 3. Same like that the second one. Same like that the second one they have given there 256. 256 they have given there. Second one 256. So prime factorization. 1, 2, 8, 6, 4. Okay, we got the prime factorization over here. Then we are going to write here 256 of cube is equal to cubic value of 2 multiplied by 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 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we are taking 3, 3, then here there is no multiplication value. Here there is no one multiplication is needed. So we have to write multiply 2 on both sides. Multiply 2 on both sides. 256 multiplied by 2 is equal to, here also if you take like the 2 into 2 into 2, what will come? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 256 into 2, what will come? 512. So cubic of 512 is equal to 8. Cubic of 512 is equal to 8. So you can write the answer finally. To get perfect cube need to multiply by 2. Understood what I have done? So like this you can do the third, fourth, fifth also in this homework. Third, fourth, fifth also you can do it as a homework, and we can continue with the next sum in the next session. Okay students, hope you all have understood. Same like a square and square root chapter only. There is no difficulties and differentiation over there. Easily you can do it. Okay, we will meet in the next session. Bye.